Hi, I'm Dan McTeague with TGPT TV here for our view as to where prices are going to go this week from November 21st, Thursday, all the way to Thursday, November the 28th. Before we start, I just wanted to clarify something that we put on our site, which I want to make sure that all of us understand. I've talked to a lot of auto dealers and Statistics Canada and a number of NRCan, Natural Resources Canada, have put out information concerning the life and longevity of vehicles and average prices for fuel. And what we've discovered is that not only is the cost of a vehicle a consideration, but the most important cost of a vehicle at the time you're going to own it is the cost of fuel. It's for this reason that we're not surprised that we have over 3 million page views and visits every month. You guys are way ahead of automotive car dealers who tend to look at other issues as opposed to the real fundamentals. The dollars and cents when it comes to vehicles is really found in the cost of gasoline and diesel. And on that topic, we're expecting gas prices to rise modestly right across Canada. The reason for that is simple. The U.S. economy appears to be picking up. Gasoline inventories there are down. We don't have an inventory picture here in Canada, so whatever the United States does, we have to do. Bit of weakness on behalf of the Canadian dollar relative to the U.S., and we price all of our commodities in U.S. terms. And there's a couple of refineries that are showing a bit of weakness and shutdowns. The Motiva refinery in Louisiana, in Texas, Port Arthur, has shut down with undisclosed concerns. It's a 600,000 barrel a day facility, way bigger than anything we have here in Canada. And so when one or two refineries go out, you can expect that the impact is greater in Canada simply because all of the refineries in Texas tend to send their product up to the Northeast U.S. market. And that's why in the eastern part of Canada, you're going to see higher prices. I also want to point out something else. Brent and West Texas Intermediate. All of you talk about West Texas Intermediate as the benchmark. You see that as $93, $94 a barrel. I want you to stop thinking about that if you're anywhere really east of, say, London, Ontario, all the way to the East Coast, because it's actually $108 a barrel. When you consider the weakness of the Canadian dollar, it turns out to be $114 a barrel. That differential with what they're getting in Western Canada and the western part in the United States with WTI works out to almost a 10 cent a liter disadvantage for us here in Eastern Canada. And so that's why prices remain stubbornly high while you're seeing other gas sites that don't know much about the Canadian market talking about gas prices dropping in the United States. So come here for your source of information. It's critical we get these 2 points across to you because both of them will give you a better idea of why prices are going up this week. Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, and of course New Brunswick has already seen an increase of 3 cents a liter. We're going to see a bit of restoration in Montreal. Prices jumped from 129 all the way to 139. We think that was exaggerated. It should be down in the 132, 133 range, but that's probably where it's going to be for the remainder of the week, plus or minus a penny every day. In Ontario, let's look for prices Thursday into Friday going up by about a cent. They're already going Thursday into Friday up 0.3, so Friday into Saturday, look at them to go up probably a cent for Sunday and perhaps as much as another half penny Sunday into Monday. And so that would mean that prices in Ontario could reach into the 127, 128 range at the worst case scenario by Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly come back to 126, which is where it is right now. Again, we point out that in Barrie, London, Ottawa, it's always best to gas up, and even in the Golden Horseshoe, Niagara Falls and St. Catharines, to gas up really on the weekends since prices tend to drop as a result of retailers getting squeezed. We don't think it's a pleasant situation, but from a consumer point of view, your best bang is always on the weekends. In the west, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, look for prices to restore in places like Winnipeg from 106 back up to 108, 109 possibly within the next 3 days, probably by Monday. In Saskatchewan, we've seen prices as low as $1.08. They've gone back to $1.15. That's really restoring of the retail margin. And the same for Calgary. We saw prices as low as $1.01. They've shot up to $1.11, as we had predicted on one of the radio stations in Calgary about a week ago. Ditto for Edmonton, saw prices as low as 97, now back up to $1.07, $1.08. They'll probably stay at that level, maybe increase or decrease a penny a day as we go forward. The British Columbia, the interior will see increases of about a penny a liter, while Victoria, which remains, ironically, there's a bit of an attempt at driving prices up there to $1.24, actually fell back down to $1.17. We think it'll be back up to $1.19 to $1.20 by the end of the week. And of course, that leaves us with Vancouver, where we'd love to hear more from you because we see price fluctuations. We don't get a lot of people in Vancouver coming to the site. We know that you all drive vehicles. We know you want to save money, up to $500 a year. You come to this site. Vancouver is not even a half of the population of Toronto and growing. We expect that those numbers should start to grow. And this weekend, look for increases in prices throughout the week, going up about a penny to a penny and a half. Although on the weekend in places like Abbotsford and Langley, you can always get a deal. Well, that's Dan McTeague and tomorrow's gas price today, and that's a wrap for this week. We'll see you next week with more information to save you money when you gas up.